Hey, Dagobert from Dagobert Sucker World here with Stu Grice. How you going, Stuart?
Yeah, good, Dougie. How are you, mate?
Mate, another week,
Mate, that's it.
another couple of fishing trips.
Maybe for some, maybe for you,
Oh,
not for
yeah.
Stu.
Yeah, I just got in
Yeah.
just now.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'll talk about that in a moment.
Yeah.
But Stu's been,
Dougie, we've had bad weather in the start of the week, mate.
we have, yeah, it's shocking,
Yeah.
shocking weather, and we do apologise for last weekend's weather, guys. We just do it off the weather charts, as they say, and they're not always right.
No,
No, and
they're similar-ish sometimes.
yeah, that's right. So
But
Saturday
not last time.
was meant to be
Beautiful.
3 to 8 knots. I think it was like 13 to 20 knots, probably. I don't know.
Yeah.
But it wasn't too bad in some areas, but not most
Yeah.
areas.
Yeah.
And then Sunday the wind was up pretty early,
Yeah.
as we said though.
They did
Yeah.
get that part right.
Yeah, they did.
But Dougie, this weekend,
This weekend's again 3 to 8 knots. So,
hopefully more 3 to 8 knots than
that's
last
right.
week.
So hopefully it's not too bad. But yeah, it's sort of like I think that on Saturday, and tomorrow's a little bit windy. I think it's up to around 10 or 13 knots tomorrow, and then drops back on Saturday. Then Sunday is sort of like, I can see about 4 to 11 knots. Yeah.
Yeah, slightly
So-
windier on Sunday and a bit of west in it, mate.
Yeah, that's
so
right. Yeah,
it'll be
bit of
better
west.
closer in.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, rough out wide. So I was out wide today. We went out to about 300 metres, and it was variable there, but sometimes the wind would come up to about 12 to 15 knots. At times, a little bit white cap, then it'd drop out again.
Yeah.
It's quite weird, actually. Yeah. So, yeah, it's all right.
So, Dougie,
Yes.
out wide, mate. How did you go today?
Oh, we'll start out wide today. Okay. Well, I was waiting for you to ask, Stuart. We didn't catch much at all before.
Pretty
It's
standard
one of
on Dougie report.
Those
There
little
you go.
skinny fish things, you know. And but that was until they come on the bite. So the bite period today was 10:23 until about midday, 11:30, something like
Yeah.
that. And by 10:23 we had one pearl perch. Been out there since dark, like 6 o'clock in the morning. Nearly hit a couple of whales. Be careful of whales, guys. One right next to the boat. Again on the way out, this one a little bit scary. Then the current was like nil. I mean, like no current, no going south, no going north. It was just like moving about 0.3, but not with the wind. So, and the wind went from the south. You sort of go north, and if it's coming from the north, you go south. You know. So, and then other times you just go west. So it's very different sort of weather. No current at all. Heaps of fish on the sound. The snap on the 50s loaded. My marks was like loaded. Took some good screenshots. They just didn't want to bite. But that bite period is picking up over the next couple of days, and by Sunday, Sunday's not too bad actually.
Yeah.
And early next week, it's really good. Tuesday, Wednesday next week's really good. But the weather comes bad Wednesday now.
Wednesday, yeah. So
Yeah.
Tuesday looks half alright at this stage. I
Yeah.
think Monday looks alright as well, Dougie.
A little bit of wind,
At this
but
stage,
Tuesday
yeah.
looks like the pick of the days
Yeah.
for midweek.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Saturday, Sunday. But anyhow, the fish come on about 11:30, and within an hour, I had unfortunately to come back we had to leave it there before 12:30, so we got like not even 1 hour of good fishing.
Yeah.
I think we got about 10 flame snappers and heaps of other. I got a lot of snapper, a few, around that 50 to 60 centimetre mark and 280 metres. It's like that was a deep snapper.
Yeah.
278 metres it was. Yeah, so the snapper out in the deep water at the moment.
Yeah.
Really healthy, fat ones.
Yeah, good.
But the big ones you get out there, they don't have any hump.
No, they
They're like
don't.
a big squire.
Yeah.
Yeah. Strange. Okay, and we've got a really big arrow squid on the jigging.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. A lot of sharks, guys. Anything hooked up in the jigs, I don't know if it's a kingy snapper or flame, whatever it might have been, it didn't come to the top. By the time we got it halfway up, it just got annihilated. 6 jigs lost, 6 sharks win. Nothing for us. Timmy was donating lures. Anyhow, or they'll bite the hooks off the lure.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you hook them up, they rip the fish off. Anyhow, but other than that, I would dare say, to what I hear today, there have been a few snapper caught, but not many.
Yeah.
And with that nil current at the moment, we just need a bit of life, we need a bit of current.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I did look at the charts for today's talk, and it shows it actually trickling south a little bit tomorrow.
Yeah.
So hopefully it does. Yeah. At times I thought it was trickling south, so then I realised the wind gone from the southeast to the northeast, so we're drifting back the other way. That was the wind. Anyhow, so I would definitely maybe fishing close to a small boat. You've got to give them a crack to sit, and the snapper turn up. You've got to be the one that's there on the day.
Yeah.
So try the 18s, try the 24 fathoms for snapper. I'd definitely have a crack for jewies as well. just watch the run out tide in the morning, guys. We actually went out this morning, like before it was daylight, but we could see the waves breaking on that Dead Man's Bank big time.
Yeah.
And a couple of big ones actually stood up a little bit in the seaway, but didn't break. But I think the swell sets this morning. It picked up a little bit this morning overnight, and was about 1.5 meters to 2.5 on the sets.
Yeah.
But I think the weekend looks not too bad for swell. 1.4, I think it gets up
Yeah.
to. Yeah. Anyhow, give that a crack.
Yeah.
Other than that, Stu, I would definitely be doing cobia. I
Yep.
see quite a few of the local charter boats have been smacking the cobia this week,
Yep.
of all sizes, from sort of, legal size up to maybe sort of 12, 15 kilos.
Yeah.
And probably some bigger ones lost because the punters are hooking them up.
Yeah.
And dewies will be around as well, so try the dewies as well. The moon's still in the sky till sort of mid-morning at the moment, so every day it stays a bit longer in the sky during the day.
Yeah.
So the fishing should get better as
Be
it
a
goes
bit
on.
better.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. And still heaps
Yeah.
of dolphin fish around those fads as well, Doug.
Yeah, apparently so,
Yeah.
Stuart. Yeah, I heard someone tell me this afternoon that a few wahoo caught today too. There's some big ones like
Yeah.
monster size. Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's interesting.
Yeah.
The water temp out wide say is only 21 exactly, 21.04. So it's not that warm. It's actually cooling down quite well for that
Quite
out
quick,
in
yeah.
300 metres deep.
Yeah.
There's about 20 in close.
Yeah. Yeah, good.
Okay, let's move inside.
Coming in a bit, Dougie.
Yeah, coming in a little bit. Just to let you know too, that's what we're using today, this deep drop rig, which absolutely caned it again.
Yeah.
And we tried out those new Instinct ones with the circle hooks with the
Yeah. Dress flasher.
dress flasher,
Yeah.
but silicon flash,
Yeah.
and the UV pink twine on the top
Yeah,
of them.
like that one.
Exactly like that sort of thing. Yep, like this one right here
Yeah.
actually.
Here's one we prepared earlier.
Yeah, we tried these things today, and they work really well on the flame snapper.
Yeah.
Join two of them together, get two in a packet, there's two on each one, we joined them, made it four.
Yeah.
And they'll catch the flame snappers really well, and the snapper.
Yeah.
So yeah, give them a go. Anyhow, so you go.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll go up to jumping pin. Flatties, Stu.
Flatties, Dougie.
I see there's a few
They're
caught this week.
mate, they're coming out.
Yeah.
So every week they're kind of moving from that back block area and they're getting closer and closer to the bar, getting ready for that spawn run that they do later in the year.
Yeah.
But they've definitely started, like, Tiger Wild's been fishing really well. Kind of that middle section.
Okay, maybe we have to go Tuesday because you might have a bit more chance now, Stu. Get one.
You got it coming, mate. When I'm back, I'm going to be back. And Doug, well, Doug,
you're always
on that
there,
note,
Stu. I just improved, mate.
on that,
I keep saying that.
you couldn't get any worse. Anyway, on that note, Doug, we got some new plastics this week, and I think they're going to actually be very good. You probably should try these because you, mate, when I come back, mate, watch out. Anyway, BUR, so they're actually like a, they're made out of like they're not a 10x material, but they're that stretchy material.
Yeah,
Doug.
okay, right.
Mate, when the rep came in the other week with these, like we both looked at them and
Yeah,
just
yeah.
thought flatty straight away.
Yeah, that's
they
right.
look really good.
Yep.
I think they'll work really, really well.
And good colour range
Yep.
too, by the way.
Yeah.
I've also got the little shade, the little BUR.
Yeah, I forget
I
what they're
can't
called.
remember the name, but they're like a smaller
They're like
version
this,
of that.
but smaller. But these,
Yeah.
like these are only 4 inch, so this type of size.
Yep.
3 and 4 inch this time of year is the go-to for lure size.
Yep,
Yeah.
correct.
All the bait's pretty small.
Yep.
But yeah, it's been
It's-
fishing quite well.
Yeah, so this weekend, the guys, you got like obviously low tide around on Saturday. I think around. Stu will say it's about 10 o'clock. I'm going to say it's about 7:30
I reckon it's about 10 o'clock.
or 8 maybe, but 7:30 something in that bracket. Do you reckon 10 o'clock?
It'll be around that.
Hmm.
Yeah. I reckon you're wrong. I reckon you're wrong, Matt.
When you go out fishing this week, guys, you've got to put in the columns on Saturday morning if you're in the pin area what time the low tide was. We'll see. Stu. Yeah,
That's right.
first-hand experience, mate.
Well, you're out there more than me, so.
Well, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
either way, you've got the last of the run out, and you've got that first push of the run in tide. So
Yeah, which is a really,
really
good
good
tide.
tide.
It's one of our favourite times to get a lot of flathead. And when you can find where they are stacked up on a bank, about to go up onto the flats,
Yep.
along that edge of that bank before they can get the chance to get up on the flat, you'll just pull them out. And it's generally a steep drop off. It might drop down from 1 foot deep or sand exposed or mud exposed down to
like the side of a channel. Or
yeah, like
something
down
like
to
that.
2 or 3 metres, and then
Yeah.
on that edge. And as the tide just gets ready to go over the bank, they slide up high and shallow. You cast right into that weed on that shallow edge, and you catch them.
Sometimes they bite that hard, Dougie catches them.
Yeah, well,
Sometimes.
that's a good one too. Hang on, I'll come back in a sec. You keep going.
But yeah, around that time, so Tiger Mullet area, mouth of like Jake's World Channel, Tipplers hasn't really had heaps of fish yet, Dougie.
No, it hasn't.
They
It's been a
haven't
bit
moved
quiet.
over there yet.
No,
The
yet.
bait's there,
They're mid area
but the
still.
fish aren't there.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, Tiger Mullet, maybe up around
Wally's.
Wally's, yep, that's
Yep.
right. Yep.
Yep.
Give that a go. And probably maybe back this way, the Aldershots area, maybe,
Yeah.
mid area. And casting soft plastics is a go. Trolling lures is good too, folks. Don't give up on trolling lures, they're good. Little shallow divers.
Yep.
And then as the tide comes in during the day on the high tide around that, I'm saying around 2 in the afternoon, or whatever it is, is when you want to be up on the flats and trolling those little lures at the top of the weed beds in that sort of metre and a half of water, 1 metre of water. Yeah. Okay. Stu, what else is happening in the raw water?
Inside, mate, Taylor.
Here's the Taylor.
Taylor on
So
that
these are
first
little
push
metals,
of the run
mate.
in. Yeah, little metals, mate, work quite well. So anything like, say, 20 grams and under. Like those little armors work pretty well. Dougie, they're a bit of a different new one.
Yeah, a new one from
Diver
Diver.
one, yeah.
You know, theoretically, I'm going to catch bigger tails, only bigger ones, like that sort of size. And yeah. And actually, Stu, you know, went a tail really on the real big tail on. Go to that sort of size, you know.
You don't really, but anyway.
No,
Yeah.
actually, just while I got that in my hand, sorry guys,
Yeah.
we meant to say this earlier. When we deep water jig out in that sort of 300 to 500 metre mark, these are the sort of size jigs and jigs that we actually do use. They're around sort of, that's 880 grams, if you can see that there. Okay, these are Ocean's Legacy. This one here's 720 and we'll do the next one down, it's 560. So there's 3 sizes we use. And we're running assist hooks both top and bottom and just slow jerking it or just even just lifting it, teabagging it on the bottom on like P3 or P4 braid. But if you get a fish on a light outfit like that, overhead size 2 or 4,000 size reel, 600 metres at P2.5 or 3 braid, it's a buzz, a real buzz. It's true to tell you.
It hurts. It doesn't buzz, it hurts. But it's good fun.
For some people it is.
Yeah.
Okay, so, and that's the sort of assist hooks that we use,
Yeah.
and there's something like that sort of thing there. Okay.
So the other thing is, like, if you are looking to get into that deep water jigging, we've done a bit of it now, so come in the shop and we'll discuss it further. But you need assist hooks, top and bottom. You might get a few snags, but you need those bottom ones because quite often they just kind of nip at the back of the jig or something like that.
Yeah.
And if you didn't have them there, you wouldn't catch them. Simple as that.
That's right. Yeah,
Yep.
that's very good.
Yep.
Okay, so we've got whiting, a few whiting around still, around
Yep.
the lagoons at there.
Yeah, lagoons.
A few garfish as well in the lagoons. You get them on the first lagoon, and not the one on the right on the
old
end
lagoon.
of South Australia, the
Yeah.
old lagoon, yeah.
Yeah.
A few garfish at the front of that, you get them at the front there on the
Yep.
edge.
Lots of
Not too bad.
garfish around like Tipler's top area as well.
Yeah,
Yeah, around
okay.
Pandanus
Yeah,
and all
cool.
that top area.
Okay, good.
Yep.
Yep, so plenty of garfish around, and the bream obviously, we've got King of the Pin this weekend,
Yeah.
Stu. So the guys get some big bream, and then Caruso and Tiger Mullet, and they've got all their favourite haunts up there.
Yeah.
So if you want to check that out, jump online, have a look King of the Pin competition. I think
Yep.
it's about $40 to enter, something like that.
Yeah.
They've got about a 4.2 Renegade, I think, up
Yeah,
for
as a
grabs
prize,
as the lucky
yeah.
door prize. So yeah, pretty good comp.
Yeah.
Give it a crack.
Yeah.
Down this way, Stu, Broadwater.
Dougie, squid jigs, mate.
Squid. I went squidding the other day, Stewie, on Sunday morning last week, and
Yeah.
as you know, that Saturdays blowing like 15, 20 knots at, I don't know,
Early.
8
Yeah.
in the morning.
Yeah.
And it had a bit of rain there with it just to add
Yeah.
a bit of flavour. And but the squid were biting. They
Yeah.
were on. They were on. And I ended up with I think I got 14 or something
Yeah.
on my own, which is plenty.
Yeah.
And in only an hour and a bit. So I actually just I got 5 and 6 casts or 5 and 5 casts.
Yeah.
They're pretty. When you find them, they're easy to catch. And that was around the front of Bigger Creek, but they got a lot up at around sort of the marinas there at front of Southport Marina, Mariners
South
Cove,
Yacht Club,
yeah, that area, all the way down to SeaWorld again.
Yeah.
That's a popular area. Yeah, I'll give that a go. It's your hairtail, mate.
Hairtail, mate.
What's happening?
Well, apparently there's a few hairtail around. I have not caught a hairtail yet. Well, not this year. But
It's one of the many things you haven't
but
caught yet.
I have not tried either. So, look, apparently there's a few around. You'll catch them on pillies and stuff like that under floats, generally around a jetty or somewhere with a bit of light on it.
Preferably night time.
Yeah, at night time.
Lumo stick on the bait just above it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, I haven't tried it yet.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, right. Yeah, so just try around jetties.
Yeah.
And,
The new
and
the new
channels.
jetty over at Bums Bay's actually apparently had a few.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, word on the street. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Very good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I like that sort of run out tide for those things. So if you get low tide sort of at the moment, like 8 o'clock at night, I'll emphasise that again. So it's a good time. It's a good time to get out there and oh, it's probably about 7 at night actually. It's a good time to get out there and catch them because they love that run out tide.
Yeah.
Yeah. More than the high tide or running.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. But yeah, apart from that, Dougie, middle Broadwater, like heaps of flatties there as well.
Yeah. So
That's,
around Crab Island.
Crab's been actually
Yep.
fishing not too bad apparently. That last run out, first run in,
Yep.
which is this weekend. You should definitely catch a few around there at this
Yeah, I
time.
don't mind casting lures sort of from Kurrajee up to Browns Inlet or on the edge of Straddie there.
Yeah.
On these tides are really good for that as well.
Yeah.
And the banks there opposite Sovereign in the little channels that run between the sandbanks from the east side of the main Broadwater to the west side.
Yeah.
They're not navigation channels, they're just channels that between the banks. Be careful if you're going fast, don't go fast. But those edges are really good
Yeah.
on the first rising tide again.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
I just wanted on the show too, if you want to do a little bit of high speed trolling for Taylor
Yeah.
at the moment, these things work really good too as well. So a bucktail jig, you drop them back about 25 to 30 metres on your tinny or boat, and just keep the rod tip down low and troll them at about around 3 to 4 knots, so fairly fast. And the tail I like these a lot,
Yeah.
and the cheapest chips are sort of around $9 or something.
Yep.
Yeah, rigged up
Yep.
really well. Yeah.
Yeah, good.
Okay, that's probably about it. I think, and the Broadwater stew. I'm not Broadwater River for whiting. Have you heard much of there at all?
I haven't heard much. The water temp is probably a little bit cool
Yeah, okay.
for the white and stuff
Yes,
up there.
I think old mate got a few
Yeah, they got a few up there.
the
But
other day
Yeah.
around the council chambers, and mud crabs. They're still catching mud crabs, guys.
they are.
Coomera
Yeah,
Bar,
and
Pinker
sandies
Bar.
actually.
Is it?
Yeah, there's been a
I
few.
know there's a few sandies at the top end of the bay,
Yeah.
but I don't know about this in the centre of town. I haven't had much luck, but that's just me.
That's just you.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Lots of little ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. So so give that a go, and up the dam or in the freshwater stew. You heard much
Yeah,
of it?
still heaps of bass around. It's definitely like a deep water bite. Actually, I had a customer that went up there and caught a fair few on surface the other week.
Did they?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, just in amongst the timber. So
Yep.
throwing like little cicada patterns and little poppers.
Yeah, right.
He caught quite a few doing that, and I think they got a toga or something as well. So.
Yeah, I think quite a few people are getting some good bass at the
Yeah.
moment. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So
That's
give that
just
a
in
go.
hins, but yeah.
And hens, yeah, okay.
Yep.
Yeah, good. Yeah, well, so plenty on this weekend, guys. The weather's not too bad. Worth giving it a go, and it looks better than last weekend, which was meant to be not too bad.
Yeah.
Let's hope we're not saying the same thing next week. Anyhow, we're here to help you out, guys. If you've got any friends who want to learn about fishing, don't forget to tell them about our YouTube and Instagram pages. They can learn a lot from there.
Yep.
And we're here to help you out in the shop. Thank you very much for following us here at Doug Stacker World, and we're waiting for you to come in, and we'll set you up for fishing everything you need to know.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Bye.